Hello everyone and welcome to the new video about ReZero. Now I'll tell you everything I know about the announcements. For example, when will the third season be? What new games are waiting for us? What will the film or OVAs be about? Insiders and thoughts have accumulated. They may not be cute accurate, because my Japanese is not perfect. However, I will try to tell you everything I know. This channel is still very small, please like, subscribe and write a comment of 4 words, I will be very pleased for such activity. Grab some tea and cupcakes and we'll get started. As in the first season, the second one is expected to have exactly 2 OVAs. I think one will be plot important and other will be calm and pleasant. I know that White Foxes are already working on one of them, but the number of employers has been reduced. It follows from the start film will not be released soon, but it's nice to know that at least they're working on it plot-wise. This meaning that we will not see films in about 2 years, if not more. On the other hand, Taipei seems to be planning to release them in cinemas, but to be honest, I didn't see anything beyond the storyboard. We may be surprised by a new regular format. I believe that the author of ReZero understands all the subtleties of this case. Web novel is very popular in Japan, and it's why we are waiting for a new movie. It's amazing that because of the popularity of anime, we are so rarely given seasons. It's already so popular, where else can it get anime? I don't like this logic. What's the plot? I can definitely say about one movie out of 2. I'm really looking forward to 4.5 arc. The story will show what happens between the second and the third season of the anime. In 4.5 arc, Subaru will learn how to control a hip in the battle, study to parkour, come up with budget spells from batteries, and finally practice tactics. The book didn't really talk about the details. All we know is that Subaru passed the obstacle course created by Garfield, using batteries as ballast, and everything else was taught by Clint. After this training, Subaru became a real knight of Emilia, and it will be very interesting to watch the process. Perhaps the film will tell more about Anna's mansion. The same Clint, Anna herself, Petra and Federica had too little screen time. I am really waiting adaptation now. The second film has not been officially confirmed and I can only assume. I have seen concept art. Characters are dressed in kimonos, so I can assume that the story will be about a holiday or about the country of KIRORA and maybe about the town of Pristella. Opinion with Eve story of Natsuki Ram disappears immediately, because there was no Ram and Subaru on the concept art. Most likely, I think this is a flashback as well as no memories. They will show us how Julius and Reinhardt went to Wallachia. There they found Cecilius, the fastest character in the story. For those who don't understand his danger, he was recognized by Reinhardt's sword, even Regulus was not recognized by him, and only Cecilius, Puck in true form and Reinhardt's grandmother were on this list. Puck in true form was at the moment of the second season, where the future of parallel universities was shown, and I will keep silent about Reinhardt's grandmother. This is a very big spoiler of the 4th arc. In addition, film will have to introduce us new characters that now exist in the 7th arc. But this may not all be true, and film will be about festival. Similar events are often held on KIRORA, namely, there will be the actions of the 3rd season in the city of Pristella. What can I say in the end? Obviously, the first OVA will be released before the second one. I'm not sure about the second one yet, and there is a chance that the arc of training will be showed into the 3rd season, but it is almost there since it isn't clear. ReZero games are also expected. For example, Lost in Memories is slowly being updated to the second season. Sega declares that on some important day, perhaps the near birthday of Natsuki Subaru, they can fully add a second season. Now Snow Memories and a fork about an adult Subaru have already been added. 2 visual novels for the second season will also be released. The first one will retell the story of the second season, editing some gameplay, and the second one will be released very soon, and the emphasis in it will already be on witches. I have no idea how this is implemented, but I'm really looking forward to it. There were 3 games in the first season, so we are waiting for more announcements and insiders. A new volume of If Greed was released, which was given for the purchase of a second Blu-ray disc. The volumes are very expensive and have not been translated into my native language, but I managed to read a few lines in Japanese. The story of Greed hasn't ended yet, as many might have thought. Now the Roswell Mansion will be against the duo from Subaru and Echidna. From an infinity numbers of these, Subaru already hates Echidna, constantly tells her shut up, and at the moment then Echidna says that Barusu could use her body to reduce stress, he twisted her neck. At the moment Subaru manners of speech resembles an accelerator, and anger and curiously like Kairos. The story turned out to be very cruel, rude, dangerous, in short everything as you like. The announcement of the next season can be expected at least 4 years. Tappei will think about adaptation only when Ranabe overtakes the anime by 3 published arcs, so it's not worth waiting for this new season before the end of the 8th arc. Announcements of the game's collaboration and if stories are also an important factor. Until they all reach the stage of trailers or publication, it's not worth waiting for the 3rd season. I put my forecast from the end of 2026 at least 2027. That's probably all I know about the future of ReZero. Thank you so much for waiting. KIRORA was with you. We'll hear from you again in future. Bye bye.